the post I made, y'all can say what y'all want to about it. That's where my head was that night. I realized I needed help, and I had to step back and get it. And it's an ongoing thing because it's not like a one time you go talk to somebody and then hey, all your problems in your head's just magically fine. Um, Angela has been sick. She's been throwing up last night. We thought she actually had food poisoning, but as the day progressed, um, it has it's from Google. This is strictly from Google because she's was just been taken to the ER now. Uh, it looks like it was oxygen toxicity is what Google is pointing all the symptoms towards. The throwing up, the she had started shaking like she was having a seizure, but was not having a seizure. She was fully aware. She was alert. She could talk to you, and she said her chest was hurting her, and she was having a hard time breathing. Um, I called 911. They said to turn her machine up a little bit while we're waiting on the EMTs. The EMTs get here. They take her to the hospital. Unfortunately, I can't ride with them. Um, so she's been taken by ambulance. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get anybody to help me with $20 just to go, just so I can go up there with her. I got to get an Uber. I use Lyft actually. I don't use Uber. I can get a Lyft there, and then when she gets dismissed, hopefully she gets dismissed. They don't keep her like they did last time. Um, then we can get home. It is. This is the first time we've dealt with this. Um, like I said, she got sick. We thought she was. We thought food poisoning. Um, been taking care of her all day, but when she started shaking, and I was just like, "Babe, what's going on with you?" She's like, "I don't know." Usually, when if she starts to have a seizure, I can look at her face and tell she's in a seizure or something. This was like she was very alert, and she's like, "I don't know." She's like, "I just can't stop." She was just like she had tremors. You're right. Here you go. Bye. Because I'm not in the mood to deal with anybody's crap. I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm not. So if you're just coming in here to start, then you're going to be blocked. I'm not dealing with anything tonight. I have dealt with enough stuff in the last 2 weeks. So, and then we throw her health on top of this and what's going on with her. So we put that on top of everything, and then it's just like, holy crap. And on top of all that, I actually missed my doctor's appointment. It's my fault. I should have set the reminder in my phone. I didn't. I missed my doctor's appointment, and now I had to reschedule. I'm 2 weeks out from that. I don't have meds, and it's my fault. I should have. I should have. I should have put a reminder in my phone, but I didn't. Um, so, and when I got the text saying, "Hey, your appointment is in 1 hour," I was like, "Oh crap! I'm at work. I don't have a way to get there that day because I'm riding with somebody to work, riding home." Excuse me, and I missed it, and I was just like, uh, that was to get my meds refilled. My fault. I should have put in a. I should have put in a reminder in my phone, and I didn't. So, so that's the situation that we're facing right now. It's like I'm asking anybody if you can help me with $20 so I can get a lift to go to the ER to be with Angela, and then when she gets dismissed, we can get home. She does. She's getting better as far as a lot of stuff, but today I don't know what's. We thought it was food poisoning. We read up on some stuff with her oxygen. Seen it could be this other stuff, this oxygen toxicity. Toxicity. I have the same problem trying to tell y'all what a System of a Down album's called. Um, and when she started shaking and couldn't stop, we was like, okay, we've got to. We don't chance that. And the shaking is like she was shaking like a seizure, but she was very responsive. Like it wasn't a seizure. We don't know what it was. Andrew, right now my car will. It's not getting any power. Mechanic told we don't know what it was. Andrew, right now my car will. It's not getting any power. Mechanic told me that my O2 sensors needed to be replaced. Um, Tipsy, I don't know what the doctor. That was a Google diagnosis. That was just us looking on Google trying to figure out, is it this? Is it that? Um, yes, let me mod you because that should have modded you, Jesse. Hey, Butterfly. So I mean, she just went to the doctor just a little bit ago when she started shaking and it wouldn't stop, and it was just okay. We've got to figure out. That was really like I typed in some stuff about the oxygen and all that stuff, and that's when that came up. And um, a lot of stuff that was going on, it looked like food poisoning. She was sick. She was just going through the stuff for food poisoning, but then it was like the shaking, and then I put that in, and I was like, one of our friends told us, well, look up some stuff about our oxygen. That might be the route to go on. And it it looked like, from what Google says, that I don't know that I'm not saying that's what it is, but we won't know, and it wasn't worth sitting here and not knowing and taking a chance of something being worse. Um, so yeah, Google will make everything worse. But when I seen that with the shaking and everything, I was like, okay, so we don't know what's going on. They wouldn't let me ride with her, Tammy. Um, it's their law. They won't let you ride. Some of them will let you ride. Um, I'm still at home. Unfortunately, she was carried by an ambulance because didn't have a way there because my car isn't messed up right now. So I don't know if they will bring her back by ambulance. I'm hoping they would if she doesn't have a way home. Jesse, anybody that's rude and making these little smart ass comments, kick them. Kick them out. My car's broke down. I don't have the money for the lift. If someone will give me $20 for a lift to get us there and get us home, I'll be there. It's that simple. So I don't know. I know sometimes I've never had to deal with that. Usually we have a ride home. Um, the last time she went and had to come, they brought her by ambulance because they wanted her hooked up for the oxygen the whole time. That's her texting me there. And again, I had no plans on getting on here. But she was shaking her chest got heavy too, so that was really the scary thing. Seeing everything she went through with being in AFib, having to be shocked, all that stuff. We was just kind of. Thank you, Amy. By the way, it's just this is something we're going to be safe, not sorry on. So if anybody can help me with the money for Uber or Lyft, thank you, Trish. I mean, I don't know if Uber would let somebody send a ride for you. I would, that would be something that I would definitely 100% take. Everybody already knows where I'm at now anyway, so I mean, it's like at this point, it's not even a try to keep anything a secret because uh, the ones have found out where I'm at and then just doxed it. Tipsy, the hospital is about, I want to say, a little bit over 2 miles away. A Lyft ride there a while ago when I checked was $7.98, and then the ride home, it might be a little bit higher, might be a little bit lower. Y'all know how Lyft and Uber change prices, so it's not really that far away. It may not even be that far away. It's just Angela had to been. She has. Sorry, I'm trying to slow myself. My brain's running 1,000 miles an hour, guys. It really is. If I walk there and she gets released, then I still have to worry about getting her home. So Angela was carried to the ER by ambulance a few minutes ago. Thank you. I got my clippers out the other day. Hey, um, excuse me. There we go. I think I lost connection. Also, Jesse, if anybody gets on here and says, "Hey, so and so is streaming you," or they're asking why I'm being streamed, block them. Because I don't care. That'd be great if they do that here. It really would be. I don't know if they do that here or not. They may do that. Um, I know I'm just trying to get there to be with her. You know. Thank you for the heart, me. I've been trying my best to stay away from this app. Been doing pretty good at that, but right now I'm in a panic mode. Um, I step back and I've had to reach out and get help for my mental health, professional help with it, and that's been one of the smarter decisions I think I've ever made in my life. So, but Now, the last time she was in the hospital, she got brought home by ambulance. But I was there with her, and I still had to. They wouldn't let me ride in the ambulance. They wouldn't let me ride in the ambulance up there. That's my dilemma right now with trying to get up there. Y'all, hang on 1 minute. Now they wouldn't let me ride with her this time. They let me ride with her once, but this time they would not let me ride with her. So, Jesse, can you DM me real quick, please, if you don't mind? Now my car is not running right at the moment. It just doesn't have. It'd go 20, 25 miles an hour, then it starts sputtering, and it just doesn't have power. I do not have Cash App. Michelle, I haven't been able to do anything with it. Thank you, Paulette, because everything I make, I've been putting towards getting everything caught up here, and trying to make sure we're still going to have a place to live. Um, they started the eviction process. We got our paperwork for it, but we've come to an agreement, and I'm trying to do everything with that. So I haven't had the money to do it. Yeah, I can use Jesse's CA, Ashley. I just asked you that in a message and everything, and for if anybody was going to send through CA through Cash App, uh, get a hold of Jessie, send it to her. She'll send it to me through PayPal, or if you have PayPal, that's or Venmo. That's the that gets it directly. I do have Venmo. I'll tag you in it. That's not right. That's not right. There we go. So it's nice to have a friend like Jesse. It really is. Um, I sit here and I look at so many people who act like our friends, and then the next thing I know, they're on here talking about us. So it is what it is. You know, I just wish if they're going to talk about us, they tell the whole story. Jay Malone, I do, despite what anybody says. I've been working, and I'm trying to dig us out of this mess that is, it's on me. It's on me. We'll either dig out the eviction mess, or we'll have to find another place to live, and we'll do it ourselves. I'm just right now. This is just something that kind of caught me out of nowhere with this stuff, and we'll do it ourselves. I'm just right now. This is just something that kind of caught me out of nowhere with this stuff, and you know, Can't predict health stuff, you know. Angela's at the ER right now. Juju is roaming around here somewhere. Yeah, but then they'll just take me to another room, Claudia. I mean, I legit just said I was paying everything up here to keep us in this place and work something out with them. Florida mom, the ambulance wouldn't let me ride and our cars broke down. I mean, y'all don't know what I've paid. Y'all don't know what I've done. Y'all just assume and say, and that's supposed to be it. Y'all just say this is what it is, and that's what it's going to be, and it's whatever. And I can't control that. I'd ride with somebody that I work with. Thank you, Jelly Bean. That's one thing that I've really got to understand is in my life, and that's it's I can't just I can't control it. I don't have zeal anymore. Cat lover, I'm hoping we're not. We've got a court date we've got to go to. We've been paying stuff. We've been working with them. They said as long as we keep on paying, everything's pretty good. That court date they'll drop it, and we'll continue to do what we're doing. So right now, I'm asking for $20 so I can get to the hospital where my wife's at. Yeah, I mean, I told everybody before I was behind, but everybody told me I was lying about it, Leanne. So I mean, and then I actually showed the 3 day notice, and everybody was like, "Oh, you're lying about that." So I got behind, and they was put an eviction on me. So Wingo, we're not 100% sure what happened. Angela, she was. It looked like her body looked like a seizure, but it wasn't. Wally, I said a while ago I would 100% take that. I mean, everybody already knows where I'm at now anyway because, if they didn't beforehand, would just stop doxing my the paperwork the other day. That gave it away. I'm not on here asking for money for the room. I'm just asking to get some help to get to the hospital where my wife's at. She was just taken by ambulance a little bit after 7 o'clock. Triple G, it's up and down. It's up and down. If she sends me a message saying she's doing great and everything, there's no reason for me to go up there. But she hasn't been up there very long. London, when I checked earlier, it was like $7.89, I believe, for a ride up there. But then we would have to get home also. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was answering it as it for somebody else when it popped up. Well, I ain't been called Timbo in years. Thank you. Appreciate the prayers. Angela is at the hospital. She was carried by ambulance to the ER. That is where she's at right now. Yeah. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you, Carls. So that's what I'm dealing with at this moment. All the prayers. Carl, Angela's been sick today. And last night she was throwing up and everything. She started shaking real bad. It looked like it was a seizure, but it wasn't. Like she was responsive, talking, and knew everything going on. Um, of course, the Google diagnosis was, we first thought it was food poisoning, then it was leaning towards oxygen toxicity. We don't know yet. She's just texted me that she's in a room. They gave her some um, what is it called? Stuff for nausea. So Zofran. Is that it? Yeah. Um, Gave her that for nausea, and then gave her some aspirin because she was having like her chest was tight. And she was having an issue with that, and we was just kind of like rather be safe than sorry, especially when she started shaking. Okay, that's what Google had. I mean, you couldn't. Um, that's just what Google had up. Um, so yeah, I try not to Google symptoms, but it's like I typed in everything that she was going on, and it first came back food poisoning. And I was like, okay, well that's logical. She's had food poisoning once before. She kind of did the same thing with being sick and everything. And then when she started shaking, she can be alone. Um, Now she can be alone. There was a little bit there that she couldn't. Thank you, Jay Bear. Okay. You ever have one of them days where it's like a snowball's happened, and it's like you see the snowball start, and you're just looking at it, and then finally it just runs over you, and you're just like, oh crap. Someone sent me 10. My PayPal was $4 and some odd cents in the negative, so now I got $5.40. So I still need about $15 to be able to get there and get back. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I cut my hair down because it's been so freaking hot, and I was trimming my beard and I gapped it really bad. And Kristen, I only know what Google said. Yeah, to get to the hospital and then to get us home. Angela's already at the hospital. She went by ambulance. So, Kristen, I can only tell you that that's the term that Google put up there. So I don't know. They said oxygen toxicity. God, I have a hard time saying that word. And that's just. No, you can go look it up, Christian. I mean, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. Okay, Jesse. Okay, and I'm just telling you what Google said. If it's not a thing, then take it up with Google, because that's what Google said. But are we friends? I'm gonna follow you back, and when I get the time, I'll go to Google and I'll screenshot where it said that, and I'll be sure to post that on here and tag you in it so you can see what screenshot is, what it was, because that's what it said. So I'm going to. I don't know if they're going to keep her tonight. I don't know what's going on. So that's the thing. I don't know. She's not in a hospital room. She's at the ER, and I don't know if they're planning on keeping her. I don't know. So I mean, I don't know much now that's going on. She texted me and said she was in a room. They gave her Zofran for nausea. Um, and they gave her some aspirin. And she says she's feeling about the same she was when she got picked up. Okay. Okay, guys. So I don't know who helped, but thank you. Um, I'm getting off here and I'm getting a lift and I'm going with Angela. And Christian, I'll be posting that for you here soon. Uh, y'all can say what you will. This was about just getting the help we needed, and for me to be up there. I was asking for $20 to get there. We have it now. A couple people helped. We have it, and I'm about to go see her. Thank you, everybody who helped. Um, Christian, again, I'm just telling you what Google said, and I made that I made that very clear that it was just a Google diagnosis. There has not been. Let me say this. There has not been a doctor say it's oxygen toxicity. There hasn't. A doctor didn't say that. Okay, that's what Google said. And if it isn't, I don't know, Christian. Damn, how many times I gotta say that to you? It's like I'm sitting here telling you, if it isn't, I don't know. That's just what Google said, and you're trying to make it look like I'm lying about it. But that's what Google said. So I'm fixing to book a ride. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with y'all. I got more important things going on, and I'm going to her. Thank you guys, and I appreciate y'all. That's not the right button.